for his laptop.
All right.
Yes. Okay. Go to the options button.
This one?
No, yeah. If you click on the options button, do you see setting? Yeah, setting. Click on the setting. And
Yeah.
oh, I don't know why you don't. How about general? If you click on general,
See?
send audio diagnostic through Google. Leave call.
Yeah, I did.
Are you joining in from a Mac or?
No, I'm trying. Hang
Okay,
on,
hold on. Is this Chrome? Are you using
Yeah.
Chrome?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we? Okay, I guess, can you leave call and then join again? I'm not sure if that's going to work.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll leave everything.
Yes, please.
Because it could be going to another window. So.
Okay.
But I know it worked because I used this last night with Dr. Cornell for Dr. Cornell's thing.
Yes, I know. And last time as well, right?
Yeah. And I never had a problem.
Okay.
Let me just check the settings. Sorry.
That's okay. In the meantime, hi everyone. I'm Dr. Jane Chen, and right now in the chat I'm posting a Jamboard. This is something that we're going to use for tonight's DND, and what I would like you to do is to sign up yourself on one page. It's we have. And this is what we're going to use for your character building for tonight's play. And if you could just click on it and occupy a page by putting a Post-it note onto that page, that would be great. That worked.
Oh,
But
I
no. Then yeah, unmute yourself. Try.
Oh.
Yeah, finally it worked.
Wait, I got to show you this before.
I'm taking 10 points off your from Doc.
Oh, I deserve it. I totally deserve it. Well, I thought I was supposed to join as the presenter.
No,
All right, everybody. If you wear a shirt like this next time, or you're wearing one now, you get an A+. Check this out.
Oh, what's that T-shirt?
This is the original Dungeon Master Guide.
Oh, wonderful.
It's an Efreet, which is a flaming djinn. Do you know what that is? Like when you rub a genie and it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's made of fire. I don't know how to say that in Mandarin. So help me translate that for me.
No, we
This-
don't do translations. You'll need to slow down and explain.
Okay, this is this is the original book for Dungeons and Dragons, the hardcover book, and it was This is a monster that comes out of a lamp, and you think it's gonna give you wishes, but it's just gonna burn you to death.
Oh,
How's that?
yeah.
Do you regret not translating for me now?
Yeah, very well explained. Very well explained. All right,
I
so
wanna
we'll
see some
begin this
faces.
session.
Turn
And
on
I
some
don't
cameras, people.
we have 8 people here, and I think it's a big group for D&D, but
Very big, but we'll make it work. Make it
okay.
work.
All right.
But I want to know people's English names that they made up, so I can laugh at the choices they made.
No.
Is
All
that
right, there,
rude?
right now. Okay, so let's see. Let me share their Jamboard so that you get to know their names. But they could grab the mic, right? And no. Go ahead and introduce yourself first.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll speak slow. Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Daniel Siegel, and today, instead of going to a class, we're all going to go on an exciting adventure. Woo! Exciting adventure. I really love this lively crowd, let me tell you. They seem really into it. So whoever's playing Roblox or whatever else you're doing, instead of paying attention, close that, because this is like an hour-long class that you're never going to forget. You're going to try to forget it. You're going to might go to a therapist, but you're never going to forget it because you're going to have so much fun. How am I doing so far? Are you excited?
Nobody's playing Roblox, by the way.
Okay,
so
all right.
Our first person is Lillian. So Lillian, why don't you go ahead and open your cam and grab the mic and introduce yourself?
Yeah. If it's convenient for you. Who said that? You?
Okay, I'm sorry. Can I just open my mic? Because I'm just eating. I just pick up my brother, so I haven't eaten yet. So I'm eating and listening to you guys.
We want to watch you eat.
Yeah. So maybe later, I think.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna go get something to eat to make you feel better.
And he means it. So yeah, just lay back and relax. This is we're here to have fun. This is not a class. It's a game night, and so please feel free. It's okay to open your cam and eat in front of your camera. So Dan is taking too long, but we'll wait for him because he's a game master and he needs to know.
Listen. We're playing by American rules. In American rules, you're allowed to eat. You're supposed to eat and drink, and make a fool of yourself. And when you laugh, you can't do this. I hate that.
Okay.
I don't know if it's funny or not if you do that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You could be like, just making the sound.
Are you making fun of Taiwanese people?
No, I'm just making fun of you, Jane.
No, shame on you.
Okay, so should I introduce myself?
Yeah.
Yes, introduce yourself. Tell us about you.
Okay, so hello guys, I'm Lilian, and I'm now freshman of NTUE. And
What does that mean? Don't use acronyms because I don't understand them. I'm a stupid American.
So I am now a freshman in National Taipei University of Education, and my major is cultural, creative, and industrial management. And I'm I actually quite I love to watch movies and series, and I also love football. And I'm not sure why I'm saying this because I haven't prepared to introduce myself, but It's really nice to like see you guys and to join this this board game online. I think it's really cool. I hope I can learn a lot. And thank you guys.
I have a question.
Yes.
What kind of movies do you like?
Actually, I like to watch like all kinds of movies, but I don't like the horror movie. And my favorite one will be like Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, you like that's your favorite movie?
Yes, that's my favorite movie. I know
I,
it's quite old, but it's really good.
excuse me, it's not that old. I like that movie too. Because if you say it's such an old movie, then I'll feel old. So from now on,
Oh, I'm
no,
sorry, but don't be.
no judging movies by how old they are. But no, that's a great movie. Everybody likes that movie.
Yeah.
That's a really famous movie. But so that's great. So what we do tonight, you're going to be in the movie. So you have to decide if you're going to be Morgan Freeman or Tim Robbins.
I would say I would want to be like Tim Robbins.
Well,
Because I don't know. I think I just love like how come he is in the movie. Like he's really calm but emotional inside.
so you're saying how does he stay calm through the whole movie?
Yes.
Okay. I can actually answer that. Do you want me to answer it for you?
Okay.
I have a good friend who's in jail in America for like 11 years.
Wow.
Okay. And I asked him about this. I didn't use Shawshank Redemption, but I asked him, why are people like so nothing phases them, but they're in jail. How come they don't scream and like go crazy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you want to know what he said? He said, you don't want to show anybody you're weak, even the guards. You don't want to show you're a weak person. Because if you show you're weak, they'll eat you alive. Not actually eat you, but they'll just ruin your life because they'll think you're weak, and you're prey. So that's why he has to show that flat face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And he has to, how Asian people, they don't want to lose face to other people. But
Yeah,
Americans,
I
we
totally
don't care.
get
That's why we voted for Trump. We don't care about that.
that.
What? You voted for Trump?
No, I'm saying Americans elected Trump.
Yeah,
We don't care about
I
that.
get you.
That's
Like,
terrible.
woo, Cowboys. So I hope that helps. All right,
right.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
So you're,
Thank
do you
you.
want me, can I call you Lily?
Yeah, you can call me Lily, but I don't know. I think not because like I don't like the name of Lily because
Lily's a flower.
yeah, I know it's a flower, but it's also like a lot of homes names Lily or Rose or
Stop giving people nicknames,
yeah.
Anne.
That's my job. Listen, I'm just letting her know the truth. How many times will she get a truthful American to tell her the truth? You know what I'm saying? Okay, Lillian. I'll call you Lillian.
Okay, thank you.
All
right. So next on the list, who is Ellen?
Hi everyone. Hi, nice to meet you all. I'm the Chinese name is Bing Han, and the English name you can call me Aaron. So now I'm assistant professor in the Department of Science Education. So I'm interested in playing board game, and then now I think I'm a learner to learn the Dr. Daniel to how to teach the speaking English or speaking something language online and using by game. So I'm interested about the teaching, and I'm the learner. So nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you too, Alan. And let me just say, Alan is a great name because one of the greatest Taiwanese people who's not in history is named Alan Koo.
Oh,
That's a joke.
That's a joke because he's Jane's and my friend, and I used to go up to I used to have garbage in my hand, and I'd be like, "Fix my computer," and it was just garbage, and he'd be like, "Okay, Dan, no problem," and then he'd fix it, and I was like, "Wow, that was just garbage," and he's like, "Oh no, I just gave you one of my old ones," and one of his old ones was like could hack the database of the United States, so it was all good. It was all good. Thank you, Alan. Welcome. Can I call you Alan or should I call you Al? Look, I did it again.
Yeah.
Sure, I think Alan is okay.
Yeah.
Al is cooler.
Alan.
I'm sorry, Alan. Okay, next.
So do we call you Dan or Da? Or Neil?
Neil.
Listen, if you call me Dad, I think you're having a stroke. How do you translate stroke? Alan, what's the word for stroke in Mandarin?
A stroke is like 中风.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because if I go and I'm talking to Alan, it's strong fall.
Oh, okay. No. I see.
Okay.
All
right, where's Betty? We need
Next
Betty.
is Betty.
Okay, my name is Betty, and I'm studying National Taipei University of Education, a major in special education.
Oh. What do you like to do, what would you like to do for fun, Betty?
I like to listen to music.
What kind?
English music, like pop music.
Who's your favorite?
Who? So many.
No, you're not gonna blow me off. It's not gonna work.
Okay.
I'm American. We're very rude. Right, Alan?
Do you know Conor Gray?
Conor Gray?
Yeah.
I've heard of them, but I don't listen to them. I'm old.
He's one of my favorite singers.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
All right.
We'll make you a bard. Thank you so much, Betty.
Thank you,
Thank
Betty.
you.
I'm gonna call you Bet. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. That'd just be weird. Ivy. Yeah, Ivy already shortened hers. Ivy.
Hello.
It's the no. Ivy is Ivy. Ivory?
You could call her Ivory if you want to be weird.
Yeah.
But Ivy's another flower.
It
Just
is.
like Lily, but Lillian doesn't want to be a flower. Even though most Lillians I know are usually a little old. It's an older name.
Yeah, I know. I
like
totally
Ethel.
hear that.
Like Ethel. Why don't you call yourself Bertha? All right. Anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Rosie. Ivy, tell us about you.
Okay. My name is Ivy, and my Chinese name is Wu Yuhan. Yeah. And I'm major in mathematics and information education, and now I'm in third grade. And I like to play badminton and play guitar.
You like to play badminton and what?
Badminton and guitar.
Oh, guitar. Okay.
Yeah. And I came here to practice speaking English, because there's not so much time for us to speak English with each other. So I came here to practice more.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but the reason why Jan hired me is because I speak absolutely perfect English.
Yeah.
Like nobody's English is better than mine.
Yeah.
And if they say something that's not like my English, then they're wrong.
You know, all I can tell you is not you can't, you can't just agree on whatever Dr. Stephen says. Half of his what he shares is he's joking.
Yeah, well, that's part of
I
English.
understand.
See, if you know which one's the joke and which one's real, then you can speak English. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
It took me 20 years to train Jane, but she is my best student.
All right,
I'm
whatever.
I love her. Thank you, Ivy.
Thank
What kind
you,
of music
Ivy.
what kind of music do you play on the guitar?
I play some pop music.
Like what?
Like Ed Sheeran's song and Passengers. Yeah.
Passengers?
Although Taylor Swift sometimes because they play guitar.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
Oh,
Passengers
Taylor
and
Swift.
Don't tell
Get
me you
out of
don't
this
know Taylor
class.
Swift.
I'm gonna mute her for the rest of the class. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What,
It's a joke. It's a
what are
joke
you
in
against?
America.
Why are you against Taylor Swift songs?
No, she's very good. I'm just making a joke because in America's very divided now, and you either like Taylor Swift or you don't like Taylor Swift. You know what I'm
Oh.
saying? Like, there's no in between with Taylor Swift. But I like Taylor Swift. I don't care. You know, I'm old.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
So
good.
I
That's
like
good.
her. But thank you. I appreciate you being here. By the way, Ivy and Betty, there is a class in Dungeons and Dragons called a bard. Do you know what a bard is? Do you ever like watch a guy with like an old guitar and he's like everybody's fighting, but they're like playing the music to cheer them on?
Oh.
Or you could use a drum. And that's like your ability, because like let's say the fighter's fighting and it's like blah 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 and the wizard's shooting music, but if you're playing music, then they're like, yeah, I'm getting pumped up, you know, and then they do this, and then they fight harder. You know what I'm saying? Because your music inspires them. So I'm just keeping that in mind. It's gonna make your character a little bit. All right, thank you so much. Ivy, if her character's name is Taylor Swift, I'm leaving. I'm just gonna be like, that's it. I'm done. Done. All right, Leslie.
Hi, this is Leslie. You can call me Les. It's all good. I'm actually
No, I'm not gonna call you Les because then I'll get in trouble.
no. My friends call me Les, so it's a
Really?
shorthand of Leslie. So it's all good.
Okay, because there's a slang term for Les that I'm not gonna talk about in class. Go.
All right. I'm actually getting married tomorrow. I'm at a
What?
hotel
Oh my
right
gosh!
now.
What
By
are
the
you
way, you get
doing
an extra-
here?
You get an
Yes.
extra million points for blowing off your wedding party to be here. Thank you.
My friend's partying rooftop of the hotel, and right now I said, leave me alone till 10 p.m. Then I'll join the party because I really wanted to
Right.
join this online course.
Wow. You
Yeah.
get 1,000,000 points.
Thank you.
By the way, there's another character class that only you can play. It's called The Bride, and you can do anything you want.
For right now and tomorrow.
That's correct. Okay.
After 2 weeks, no more. Done.
Okay. Yeah. No more. No
Yeah.
more. So tell me about you. Besides being married.
Nothing special. Getting married, I think it's just a.
Nothing special. I'm not going to tell your husband that. He'll be really offended. He'll be like,
just
what?
a
Nothing
life
special? Hey.
You will get there or you won't get there. It's 50-50. So.
No. Tell us about you as a
Oh,
person.
okay. All right. I played Dungeon and Dragon once with my friend, but it's in Chinese, and I am really into. Can I say it like geek things? Will you get upset about me saying like, geek?
No.
Okay, I'm really
See-
into this geek things, and I really want to learn the terms and also the vocabularies about this type of topic, because my work is about game exhibition things. Oh, by the way, I'm in year 2 of post graduation, and I'm also
Wow.
working full time and part time studying. So when I saw the poster about this program, I'm very excited. That's why I'm here.
Well, you can thank Jan because she did everything. I just came and
The
just did it.
The poster is great because
Jan did everything. Jane's the greatest. She's the greatest person in the whole world. And let me just tell you, Leslie,
Yes.
I don't know if this translates well, but you're a keeper.
I know what the keeper means. That's what my husband told me.
Okay, you're a keeper. Well, I've been married 20 years, and I'm going to tell you a really funny joke. Get ready for this one, Jane. This is a really funny joke. So for 20 years, she's put up with my garbage and nonsense and jokes because, like, I only talk. Half the things I say are jokes, and half the things I say are serious. Okay, just like Jane says it. And I would say to, hey, you know what this is? Hey, you know what this is? Hey, you know what this is? And it was like nerdy geek stuff. Okay. And she used to say to me, Dan, If I knew what you were talking about, I would be ugly. I wouldn't be hot. Hot girls don't know about that. And I don't know what it meant, but it answered my question somehow. You know what I'm saying? So,
I disagree.
no, I know, but she just said it to throw me off. She was using mind control.
Okay.
You know what that is, right? All right. Is your husband geeky too?
He's learning. He tried to catch up. Not even there. That's why.
Don't worry, because
Yeah.
in America, all Taiwanese people are a little geeky.
I know.
One
That's
of your-
the greatest about it.
One of your party members teaches math and information science to third graders. Our third graders can't even add cereal pieces like Cocoa Puffs, so don't worry about it. All right, Leslie, it's a pleasure to have you, and I'll try to make it worth your hour or so because you've got partying to do.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah.
I'm
But
excited. Thank you.
if I forget, I hope you have a fun wedding, and try not to get too worked up about things, okay?
Okay.
Because I
I'm
barely
ready to
ate
get
at my
drunk,
wedding.
so all good.
Did I ever tell you about my wedding, Jane?
No, we don't
My
want to
wife-
know.
Okay, all right. I'll tell you after class. Yeah, you don't want to know. That's probably true. All right, is that everybody? Did I get everybody?
Did we get everybody? That's everybody on the jam board. Are we missing anyone? I guess that's everybody. Yeah.
What about Alan Koo?
Who?
Oh no, that guy was just named Alan.
Yeah.
All right. What about you? Have to bring your character, Jane, if you're gonna play, or are you leaving?
I'll bring my character.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna show
Or
them.
I'll just watch because this is a large group. Yeah.
I was gonna. All right. Can you just go through the old jam board really quickly so they could see what we're gonna do?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying today? All right. So let me just explain really quickly. And Leslie's gonna be kind of bored because she knows everything. So, and she's a bride. So today we're gonna practice our English by doing something very weird, which is using our imagination. Oh, look at this guy who just joined. I'm just kidding. Using our imagination and imagining we're somebody else. Like, let's say we were playing a game and it took place in a prison, and it would be like the Shawshank Redemption. Or let's say, we made believe we were Taylor Swift on a stage performing. It's using our imagination to be someone different. And that's a good thing because it teaches empathy and it teaches us to escape our mind for a little while and kind of play somebody else so you don't have to think about yourself. Like when you're doing your work and this and that, and you're like, oh, I gotta pay my bills, oh, I gotta walk the dog, oh, I gotta do this, oh, I'm moving to my mother-in-law's house, where did I go wrong in life? You know what I'm saying? But when you're playing your game, all you're thinking about is your character. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna take your jam board and I'm gonna ask you questions and you're gonna slowly build your character. And I'm pretty easy. As long as your character isn't like, I'm playing God, or I'm playing someone with a 10 million strength. That's okay. And Leslie, we're going to do a real simplified version because a lot of these people, it's the first time. So, don't be all like, oh my gosh, snoozer fest, So, all right, Professor. So we'll start doing it now and does everybody have their dream board up? Their jam board?
yes, everybody has access to their own.
All right. Now I'm just letting you know spelling counts and you have to make the most beautiful picture you ever made, or you're gonna get an F minus. No. It's gonna be even worse. It's going to be an F minus minus.
So what we're doing is we're going to draw the character, right?
Yeah. Well, you're going to draw the character, and some people, like your son, like to put notes all over the place. So what you saw is a rough draft of the character.
Yeah, this
And-
is actually my son. He's 13-year-old, and he joined us in the last D&D night. And this is the character he created with the details of the powers that he has.
Now, I'd like to see you exceed a 13-year-old, but this is an incredibly special 13-year-old. This 13-year-old is filled with Jane genes. Try to say that in English. Jane genes.
And that is in English, silly. All right, so why don't everybody start?
No, they're going to try to cheat and say like, blah, 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 blah. And it's going to be like, that's not Jane genes.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to ask you questions. I just got to turn on my PowerPoint, my
Okay.
slides. So I'm going to switch my screen.
All right.
I'm being the presenter now. Anybody have any questions before we start? Alan, you look confused. You okay? You know, she's getting married, but you look drunk. No, I'm just kidding. I think, is Alan invited to your wedding?
Sorry?
Is Alan invited to your wedding?
No, I don't know him yet.
All right, well, after today, when he saves you.
Okay.
All right. How do I share this?
There's a present now button.
Yeah, but I don't want the, oh, a tab. Okay, I hit the wrong button.
Yeah,
What do you want? I'm stupid.
you are.
I just accept it. See, tell your husband, your future husband, if he just accepts that he's stupid, life gets much easier. You know what I'm saying? All right. So can you see my PowerPoint? It's awesome.
Yes. Please click on the slideshow button on top so it's on full screen.
Me?
Yeah. Slideshow. Next to the share button, next to your face.
It says I'm presenting.
All right.
How's that?
The
that
words
better?
are too tiny. Can you send me the link?
No. I'm saying I just made it bigger.
No. Perhaps you're not sharing the right tab.
I am sharing the right tab. It's a PowerPoint.
I know, but what we're seeing is the with all the pages on the left hand side and a smaller screen on the right.
So double click. Why don't you double click the presentation and it should get big? That's your husband?
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite a beard you got there.
Jenny? Professor Jenny?
Hi.
I was going to say, I thought I recognized your voice.
Oh
Her
my
name's
God.
Ben John, teacher, me.
Oh my God. Congratulations.
Thank you. What a quickening. This is funny.
I hope you don't get angry at us for keeping Leslie with us.
Yeah. Whatever she wants. She's worked hard. This is her time, and it's okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You better get used to saying that.
He wants to join.
You can join us. I don't care.
I'm listening.
Oh, wow. And her name is Professor Jane, not Jenny.
No, it is Jenny. Sorry, I said that wrong.
No, Jane.
Is it Professor Jane or Jenny?
Jane.
Jane. Sorry, I haven't seen you. I haven't seen you in a long time.
I'm taking points off for you, Leslie.
Okay.
And it's only because you're marrying him. How do I get it bigger? What do I click?
There's a slideshow button on the upper right corner, and it says slideshow.
Mine says stop presenting.
Can you give me the link? Share the link with me, and I
Sure.
can share.
Sure. Don't worry, this PowerPoint is this Google Doc is worth it.
In the chat, please.
I have a chat? No, I'm just kidding. Everybody can look at it too. I don't care.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it.
Great. Yeah.
You know, teach a man to fish and he'll live forever.
So let me share it for you so that you don't have to worry about your slides. Okay.
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 Yay. Oh,
Yay.
okay. All right. My bad. That's why I have her around.
No
She's the
problem.
best. She's the brains of the operation. I'm the
Always.
looks and the brawn. Okay. So, welcome. Have you all been welcomed?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. So the rules are first you have to have fun. Second, if any of my jokes are not funny, it's because you translated it wrong. Come on, that shit's funny. All right.
Everybody's on mute. Everybody's laughing out loud. Don't worry.
I don't know. They look pretty confused. Don't create a character that's too powerful, because if it's too powerful, it's not fun. Be courteous to others, because I know you Taiwanese people can be pretty rowdy, especially when you're drunk. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I'm a very nice person. Can I go to the next slide?
Yes.
Or is that you? Okay. So we're going to make characters. You can be anything you want. I said make an elf. Leslie, you know what an elf is, right? So I tell people to make an elf like a Lord of the Rings elf. And in the last class, somebody made a Christmas elf. And I was just like, what the hell is going on in this class? It was a Christmas elf. I'm like, what? But that Christmas elf could kick some butt. Let me just tell you. It had the power of Santa. So, next. All right. So this is what I want you to do. I'm going to talk and you're going to draw on your wacky board. You ready? Jan, you don't do this, but you can improve your character. It needs some improvement. It looks like a 2-year-old drew it.
All right.
All right. So, what kind of character do you want to play? A male, a female, or it doesn't? I don't even care if you play a blob, but you can't play your husband, Leslie. That beard is impossible to draw, Leslie. Oh, look, she's dying. She's dying. Look, she's like, I would have had so much fun with my girlfriends, but this is way more fun. You know, it'd be funny. It'd be really funny if while she was making her character, like some dude came by with like a white glove and like champagne, madame, and she was like, "Oh, thank you," and like hors d'oeuvres and stuff, you know, because it's like her pre-wedding party. All right, races. Dwarf. You could do like the Lord of the Ring races, or you could be wacky and do like a Christmas elf, or you could do a blob. Her son did a demon. And I said, that's so appropriate because your son is a demon in real life. Actually, I said, you can't play a demon, Maddie, because you already are one. and then Jane says, I shouldn't laugh at this joke, but it's so funny because it's true. and then I tell my wife laughed because it was so cute. So then you got to give your character a job. Now, a bard is somebody who uses music. You want to play music, but if you want to play something different, you know, in this world, you got to fight to survive. So you could use magic, or you could be a fighter, or you can be a bard who like inspires people with magic. And bards are crazy powerful when they get higher up in level. Oh, before I forget, this is just the beginner class, but we're going to slowly create a level 2 class for people who really want to go deep into it and love my jokes. Those are the 2 requirements. So, Leslie, I'm looking at you. You better make it a fast honeymoon. I don't know when this is going to start, but, you know, lower your husband's expectations because you got to be in that class. All right.
So what is the difference between a mage and a wild mage?
There's a lot of types of schools of magic. But a regular mage is someone who calls upon magics and they have invocations, and there's different schools of magic where you can create things or use the power of the dead or use the power of the elements. there's all different kinds of ways you could study magic, or like use divine seeing in the future and stuff like that. A wild mage is a type of mage that uses like the crazy elements of magic that are uncontrollable. But the problem is sometimes you can cast a spell and the guy you're fighting turns to stone. And sometimes you can cast a spell and the guy you're fighting can explode. And there's meat and bone matter coming at you because you have a wild mage in your party. That's why you try to push them far away from the party before they throw a fireball. Because a fireball is like a fantasy grenade, but a really powerful one. That help?
Yeah. So would mage be better than wild mage or vice versa?
It depends because they're random. They use random powers. So sometimes they can just totally crush everything. But then sometimes they, can't. I want to have a name in Mandarin. So it says like Dan and then like because I'm like the only one that doesn't have a Mandarin part of the name. Or how about like Dan Mangwa Bendan?
Nobody
Dan
can understand you. They don't even know you're speaking Chinese.
Bendan. Pangza.
No. No, nobody can understand.
You know what? I see some people laughing. And it's not the polite laugh. Mangwa Pangza Bendan. Oh, she thinks it's funny. All right. She's going to be in the class. All right. So start drawing your character, and then we're going to do what their powers are. And while you're doing it, think about the character's backstory. Like, we talked about the Shawshank Redemption. This guy, even though he had a lot of evidence that said he killed his wife, we know he didn't, and he knew he didn't. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of baggage for a character because, he could have went around going, but he didn't. He's like, I got to deal with this crap now. Screw it. You know what I'm saying? Remember, my English is perfect. I grew up in Brooklyn. So backstory is actually really important because it says where you came from. Leslie's going to have so much trouble on her wedding tomorrow because she's going to be like, I smiled so much yesterday. My face is hurting. I don't know if I can smile for all these pictures. All right. So also, what's your character's motivation? Is it gold? Is it God? Is it glory? Is it, protecting something you love or care about? Are you trying to save your town from bandits? Are you trying to get gold for your religious organization? What makes your character get out of bed in the morning? Are you trying to learn more, like as a mage? So I want you to start working on this. I'm going to give you how many minutes? 5, 10?
We'll start with 5 minutes, okay?
Okay, we'll start with 5 minutes, and then when you're done drawing and writing, you can draw and you can write things down, but it has to be at least half as good as Maddie, who's 13 years old, because I can't put you at the Maddie level. That's like level 100. But it's trying to inspire you because a lot of you are like, I can't do this. I'm a college student in graduate school at National Taipei University.
Education.
I study education. But if a 13-year-old can do this, well, with Jane genes, then you could do it. And you need to work on your character, Jane.
All right.
You got 5 minutes. And you're allowed to talk to each other and ask each other for help. But if I were you, I'd ask Leslie Wang for help because she figured out D&D and getting married.
Yeah, I look forward to Leslie's character.
Me too. I love being married.
And we need to name our own character, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not going to name it. You hate when I name people.
That's right, Neil.
By the way, Les is totally a dude's name. Every Les I've ever met is a guy. Because his name is Leslie, and Leslie, people think he's a girl. So he calls himself Les. So that I don't know. I'm just saying every Les I know is a guy. I'm only saying it as a friend. But I love being married.
I can't think of a guy's name that begins with Les.
Leslie. Leslie's a guy's name too. It's unisex.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who would call Leslie?
Listen, I've seen some weird names in my life. Oh, the worst is so when I'm teaching, and I look like in public school, and I try to read the person's name, and the name is spelled completely wrong, and it's grammatically incorrect. Like it has like I see, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, is Waka Baka Chaka here? And it's like, my name's Steve. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's Waka Baka Chaka. No, it's Steve.
What I see is, let's see. Alan's almost ready, but Alan, you're cheating.
What?
You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to use a
Okay.
You're supposed to draw your own.
Okay.
You can't use a character that is already exists. Let's see.
How do you say, Alan? You should experience terrible shame right now.
Okay.
I'm calling your parents after this. Do you have his family's number?
No.
All right. I'm going to find it. I'm going to call your parents and I'm going to say, he is not following directions. That's
an elementary school teacher. What elementary school teacher does.
Yeah, exactly. Leslie, Alan is not invited to your party because he doesn't do his own drawings. Thanks for hanging out with us, Jane. You're the best. Round of applause for Jane. She's the best.
Thank you.
I love her. Can you see me applauding?
I can hear you applauding, but I'm working on the Jamboard.
And now it's a round of applause. I'm making a round of applause.
So you're not doing your own character with us? Last time
Me?
you had one.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm the dungeon master.
I know.
All right, I'll do one. Hi. I saw someone walk by. Whoa, Lillian, that looks like a Rorschach. How do you say Rorschach in Mandarin?
I don't know what that means.
Okay, Rorschach was a professor who created these ink blots, and he had crazy people look at the ink blots to see what they say. And if you're normal, you're like, that's a boy, that's a dog, that's a house. And if you're crazy, you're like, that's murder.
What's an ink blot?
An ink blot is a blob, like a blob of ink.
Oh.
Did you ever see the movie or the TV? You should really read it. But if you want to get geeky, in America, they have this really famous comic called Watchmen. You ever hear that?
No. Yeah, I've heard that. But I actually,
who said that?
Yeah.
It's Lillian.
Hi, Lillian. Did you read it?
No, I didn't read it, but I have heard it.
You should read it. It's really good. But I'm liking you more and more, Lillian, for two reasons. One, you have the real laugh when I make a dumb joke. And two, you know Watchmen. So you get extra points for that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now you can graduate. See, teachers expect you to laugh at their jokes, but they don't say you have to laugh at the joke, but they're liars.
I can't even steal my old character. Like, I wanted to copy and paste it onto the new Jamboard, but
That's
it
so
wouldn't
lazy.
come out.
I'm making a new character. Stop being lazy.
All right. Because I wanted to cheat as well.
Oh, I had a joke that made my wife laugh so hard. I said, I think Mike's, when we were in that thing last night, I said, I think Mike's playing video games while this thing's on.
And how is that a joke?
I won't explain it.
Nobody got your joke.
No, no. You made the joke, not me.
I did?
Okay. So sometimes when I call her house, I talk to her husband. He's like, "Hi, Dan." And he's like playing video games. And he's not looking at me. And then I call her back, and he's like, "Hi, Dan." He's playing video games, and he's not looking at me. And I'm like, "I see your husband's busy," and it's very, very funny.
Yeah. So that's a fact. That's not a joke.
That's what makes it funny. It's like it could be anything, you know. It could be Christmas, New Year's, you know, Chinese New Year's, Full Moon Festival, Chiang Kai-shek Day. Still playing video games. Is that a thing? Chiang Kai-shek Day? I don't know.
No.
Do Taiwanese people have holidays?
Yes.
What are they?
I'm drawing my character. I can't.
Is that the name of the holiday? I am talking while I'm making my character.
I can't even draw the face right.
Oh, my face looks awesome. I want to look like a bad guy from do you guys know the Shaw Brothers?
No.
Like Kung Fu movies from Hong Kong? Kung Fu
Shaw
movies?
Brothers? No, not really.
They're really famous. All right, this is your homework. Watch some Shaw Brothers movies, especially if you're on your honeymoon. These are super famous in America, and they're Chinese
Shaw
movies.
Brothers.
They had this big studio in Hong Kong, and they made all these Chinese movies. And it's in Cantonese, but they translate it. But the movies are awesome. So what's the most important Taiwanese holiday besides Christmas?
Chinese New Year.
So I call you during Chinese New Year to wish you a happy Chinese New Year, and your husband's still playing video games.
That's very likely.
And that's not a joke. That's exactly the way it is. I don't understand why you find that funny.
It is not funny. So
It's very
I
funny.
don't understand why you find that funny.
Am I the only one that finds that funny? No? Yes? Anybody
Yes.
there? All right, you all failed this class. Hey, Terry. Terry, I need to know if this joke is funny or not. Come here. Come here.
Don't bother Terry.
This is Mrs. Dungeon Master. Say hello.
Hi, Terry. Sorry to bother
I was
you.
telling her it's funny that every time I call her, he's playing video games.
Oh,
Mike's eye.
yeah,
Like it could be anything. Could be Chinese New Year. Could be
Yeah.
Christmas.
yeah.
And she's like, that's exactly how it is. This joke is not funny. Move on, Dan.
Terry, I don't
See, she
know. How,
left.
I don't know, Terry. I don't know how that's funny.
How do I explain that that's funny?
No, it is not funny.
She just left. She thought. Oh, I understand. She said
What?
you don't think it's funny because you're mad.
That's
why it's not-
right.
Oh, she laughed at your joke, but not my joke. All right, I'm looking at your things. This is taking too long. What's the matter with you people? It's supposed to be doctoral students. All right. Oh, Leslie, what's going on here? Wow, nice gray pants. Come on, you could do better than gray. Those pants are so boring. I guess they have Walmart in Taiwan.
We don't have Walmart here.
Obviously they do, because look at how boring those pants are.
How is that related to Walmart?
because Walmart has ugly pants. Hey, Ivy, what is your instrument?
That is a guitar.
Where's the guitar? Oh, the guitar's on its backpack. Okay, I see. It's not an action shot. Betty, what happened to that person's eye? Wow, a wild wage. That person looks like they're about to explode because the little alfalfa hair looks like it's on fire. You look like dynamite. All right, let's see some backstory, people.
I think backstories are difficult to create.
They are difficult to create. That's why I'm putting you to the challenge. Alan, what are you protecting? Oh, wow. I like your kabuki look. It also kind of reminds me of that weird blob thing from that studio. What do you call that? From Spirited Away. Remember the blob thing that looks like all kabuki? Whoa, Lillian. That's pretty badass. All right, keep working on it. I want to see backgrounds. I want to see motivation. You can do this. Use your mind.
Can you give us an example?
Of what? Motivation or background?
How are they different? Like the background would be like,
It's easy. I can tell you. You ready?
yeah.
Jane Tsai. Her background is her parents are professors and she wanted to be a professor and help Taiwanese people learn English. Her motivation is she wants to be successful and well-known and help people and create programs that help people and take care of her son and buy new video games for her husband.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yes.
So that's the difference. One is the past and one is what motivates you to do the future. Am I talking too fast, guys? Because I can talk slower if you want to.
I think you're doing fine.
Yes? Fine? Okay, good. All right.
I'm not sure, but you guys, I'm drawing, so perhaps you could unmute yourself and just answer Dr. Siegel's questions.
You are allowed to talk to me. I am an American. I'm not a Taiwanese professor. So conversations are totally cool. Like if you want to say, hey,
You're doing a lot of stereotyping.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm a stereotype.
What's wrong with Taiwanese professors?
They go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what's going to be on the test?
No,
1, 2,
we
3,
don't,
4.
Alan.
Here's the test. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You need to argue. We're not like that, right?
Except for you, Jane.
I think it's a joke. Yeah, then you have to say something, a joke.
You gotta admit, some of them are a little robotic. That's all. A little bit on the robot side. They built Skynet.
We
Come
don't
on,
know.
you like movies? Skynet?
No.
I'm gonna go be a student in your husband's class just for fun. I want to be a student in Alan Koo's class. That would be awesome. Have you seen Alan Koo? I want to see what his hair looks like.
Yeah, similar to Sam's, I guess.
Is he bald?
Well, he has more hair than Sam.
Everything has more hair than Sam. A bald Chihuahua has more hair than Sam. Oh, I told my wife when I go to Taiwan, one of my goals is to get like bleach tips for Alan.
Bleach tips?
Yeah, like when you have on the ends and the tips, they're all like blonde, like a K-pop band. I want Alan to lead his own K-pop band. And then we're gonna get like a picture of it, and it'll be like all like blonde tips. You know what I'm saying? Eva's gonna love that. And the dog will bark at him. Wow, look at how focused these guys are. They're like, oh, it's gotta be perfect. That stupid American's gonna make fun of me.
Oh, so ugly.
Who, you?
My character.
Wow. Leslie, your character is off the chain a little bit. I may have to, I don't know what those apples are, but I may have to put a halt to that. I know it's your, oh, is that you again? Is that, you have to put your name on it with your dress.
Oh. Do I have to put my name or the character's name?
Both.
Okay.
Shame yourself.
Okay.
You have to admit your shame. Hmm. You know, I got pepper sprayed the other day.
Really?
Yeah. Did you guys ever get pepper sprayed?
No. Why? From harassing people?
Yep. No. Actually, I was taking this class in self-defense, and they said, "Do you want to get certified in pepper spray?" And I was like, "Sure." And he goes, "You have to get pepper spray." And I'm like, "It can't be that bad. Like, I'm sure it's bad, but it can't be that bad." Oh my gosh, it's horrendous. It's the worst thing ever.
How long did it take you to feel normal again?
Like 20 minutes, but that was after all, like, the mucus came out of my body. Alan, what are you doing? It's the same thing I saw 5 minutes ago.
No, it's different.
Let me see. How do I refresh this? Let's see.
You don't need to refresh it.
It's real time?
It's real time, yeah.
That was the best part of your character. The reason I came here is to protect nature.
Yeah.
Betty, I don't know what's going on with this character, but I love it. First of all, his name is Bob, and he looks like he's about to blow up. I don't know if he's blowing up or he has a really good idea. Check out this picture, number 4, Jane.
Oh, let me see. Wow.
Like it looks like it's winking and it has a great idea and it's holding a poop.
It's like Teletubbies.
Huh?
Just, do you know Teletubbies?
Taratubus?
Teletubby. Like from preschool.
Like a Teletubby.
Teletubby.
All right, you got to do your own idea.
Oh my God.
What?
Alan's character is nice.
I'll be the judge of that. Let's see.
Ivy's character is so cute.
They are so cute.
Leslie.
Except for Leslie's. Leslie's is a little terrifying. Leslie, did your future husband see this before he decided to marry you?
No.
Good. It's good to hide that side of you and surprise him. Remember, there are 2 things that lubricate a marriage: money and lies. Like, money and lies won't find you love, but they lubricate love like a machine. Is everybody
I have
done?
no shame.
Well, no. It's good to not have shame. You can't have shame when you're married because, you never know what you're going to have to do. Bodies are heavy to lift. All right, how are we doing? We moving on? I don't want Jane to get bored because she gets bored in character creation. And then she's like, why do we have to have character creation? And I'm like, how are we going to play a game without characters, Jane?
You just spent a long time building your own character.
Hmm? But building your character is important. Why, Leslie?
Sorry.
Why is building your character important?
So because you will be the character in the game.
Very good. Hey, Terry. Oh, she left. Let me know when you're done. I'll leave you alone. I won't pressure you. Look, I'm turning off my camera. I'll give you 5 more minutes, and then you're done. And I want an in-depth Tolkien background.
No, can you kind of give us some pointers,
Prompts?
like, because
Okay,
I think
I'll give you prompters because you're used to me. This is the worst piece of garbage I've ever seen. I want to blind myself now. No, okay. Aurora is a wild mage. She grows up in her loving family. Her mom is a wild mage. She taught her to use Incruxes sometimes. She feels bad about it. She wants to be the wow. Now, I would show something that shows that, like stuff shooting out of her hands, and like on one side it could be fire, another side it would be like lightning or ice or something like that. And like, her motivation is to control her powers.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's her motivation, to be wild and powerful, but in control of herself.
Mm-hmm.
How's that? Anybody want me to make fun of their character? I'll do it. I'm a desperate man.
Am I the only person writing?
Yeah, do some writing. No,
Sorry.
other people are writing. That's impossible to read. I wrote. Leslie wrote halfling female, fighter, gold, Dracon. Leslie. Leslie, your character
Yes.
has no crotch. Fix your character's crotch. And what
What's
kind
a
of
crotch?
weapon does she have? Is her weapon apples? Does she throw apples at people?
Okay.
Let me just tell you, crab apples hurt really badly when you throw them.
I was thinking just my bare hands. Maybe face.
Oh.
Yeah. That's
So
why
you
I
mean-
draw the bandage on both sides, both hands.
The face.
Yes, the face. Should I write it down?
You should write down everything.
Okay. Okay.
All right. You have to put more than this, Alan. So what? You're from the Far East. I'm from Brooklyn. What does that say about your character? Like, how does your background lead to why you're protecting the environment? Lillian, I don't have supervision. So you have to make those bigger because I want to read them. Witcher Warrior Wolfgang.
Sorry, do I have to make hot bigger?
Yeah, make your things bigger because I want to read them.
Yeah, I'm still thinking.
Oh, okay. Keep thinking. All right, I'm going to give you, what do you think, Jan? 5 minutes? Is that okay? Or should we continue?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
All right, you got 5 minutes and then we will continue. What time is it? Okay.
I think, yeah, it's 9:11.
Okay.
We don't, when, like, we need to finish the character building like around 9:30 and
Okay.
to
Well,
have the actual
just-
play in 30 minutes.
That's fine. I'm just giving them 5 minutes
Okay.
because the next stuff is just abilities and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, this is a really tailored down version of Dungeons and Dragons. So don't jump on me, Leslie.
Wow. Ivy, have you had experience playing D&D before?
No.
But you really got some backstory.
Yeah, I just made it.
Good for you. Betty, are you working on your background story? You have it here, came from a forest and raised by wolves. But I think you needed a motivation part.
Okay. I'm thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so Alan, you wanted the other reason you wanted to find the place where you were born, right? Okay, let's see. Lillian. One who had a great life before 10, after losing everything, he feels angry, hopeless, and don't know the meaning of life. So then what?
They're working on the characters. They said they need one.
Okay, I think I need a wand for my character, right?
Expelloramus. Ooh.
All right, we're
You
done.
ready? Next. Let's see what you got, people.
I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna share this tab. Okay. And then we're gonna start from the top.
I was gonna give. Okay, this gets clearly an F minus minus. I'm just kidding. Do you guys what are your grades? Do you guys have A, B, C, and F in your
A, B, C, and F, yes.
Well, I'm working on a new thing. I'm writing a paper on it. It's called the F minus minus. That means if you score between like a 0 and a 10 out of 100, you get an F minus minus. It's a new paper I'm working on. It's very exciting. People are excited about it.
Everyone's excited about players.
Oh, yeah. You hear the peanut gallery? You know, one day I'm going to go to her work and I'm going to be like, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, are you just going to stand there and make jokes all day? And I'm like, yes, I am. They're like, you have to leave, sir.
Aw. So Lillian's.
I would have screamed back at her because I'm the customer.
Oh, no, she's a known entity.
Oh.
So I manager walk her.
All right, Lillian, you got to make it bigger because I'm old. All right, now I'm going to get all nerdy on you. You want to see Geeky? Want to see Geeky? I'll show you Geeky. Hi, everybody. Punch me in the face. Okay, make that bigger because I can't read it.
Perhaps Lillian can introduce you.
Yeah, Lillian, talk to us.
Talk about your character.
Good idea, Dr. Jane.
No problem, Dr. Siegel.
By the way, Dr. Jane was a much better student than I was. Much better. I was a horrible student.
You bet.
Then again, I can't compare to her.
All right, Lillian, go. Shoot.
Okay, so should I say like what I write? Or,
Yeah. Tell us about your character.
Okay, so
Tell us about Wolfgang.
yeah, so I named it Wolfgang, and I think he is a warrior and also a witcher. He can he's good at using sword, and he also can use magic, like to spell some spell, and he is kind of have a tragedy childhood. But I haven't figured out like the background story yet, so I think I just write it like he had a great life before 10, so like after 10 he is not doing good, so he's like angry and feel hopeless, but it's like he is
Aw.
good at learning, and he don't talk a lot, but he loved to like observe like the whole the situation. Like he liked to observe, and he can like watch the whole situation around the surroundings. So he's like, I don't know, he's good at like detective or something. It's just like what I think like a little thing about him, but I not think like the whole of him. So it's like a brief character of his.
That's beautiful. I want to give Wolfgang a hug. It's hard. I know this is hard to do, guys, and I know I'm putting you on the spot. That's my job, and I want to give Wolfgang a big hug because maybe his meaning of life is forgiving himself. Let's discover that in game. Great job. I'm starting to see some potential recruits for our level 2 D&D class. By the way, if you're interested in the level 2 D&D class, this goes for wives too. Reach out to Jane and ask for it. Or if you want to contact me and ask me questions about the meaning of life and trying to forgive yourself, you can email her to reach me too if you want to talk to me. All right, Alan. Great job. Lily. Alan, tell us about the face.
Okay, so the name is the face, and the gender or the sex is unknown. So age is also because in his background or the background is maybe born from the nature. So the class I make it is the mage, and the power is about the elements attack. So you can see the fire, the wind, or the wood, water, anything element. So the background is from the Far East countries, because I seen our world in the DND is the East, the Europe or so it's from the Far East, and the reason I come here is protect the nature, and the other reason is that want to find the place where I born, because maybe he forget where it born or how the way he born in. So maybe also to take from their remember. So this is his background.
Awesome. Good job. You know, you said how a lot of D&D comes from Western countries, right? Like the mythos. But little known fact, they came out with a book called Oriental Adventures, and it was to address Eastern countries, and so you could play in Eastern countries and so on and so forth. But it got banned because they didn't realize it was incredibly racist. It was literally called Oriental Adventures. And it was kind of racist, but it was a cool book. Like it had some cool characters, like ninjas and stuff. So great job.
Thank you.
And another potential. Keep going. Next. Bob.
Okay. My character is Bob, and he's a human. and his class is Wild Wage. He came from forest raised by wolves, and he came here to find his birth parent.
So he's an alien.
No, that's her antenna. He can sense his parent and talk to wolves.
Oh, so he uses his antenna to talk to wolves.
Yeah.
And what's his wand? What does his wand do?
What?
That's
His
a wand in
wand.
his hand, right? Or is it a pen?
Oh, it's magic.
Magic
Like
wand.
Yeah,
what kind of spells can he cast?
He only can do one
One spell.
one spell. Like finding my parents.
Oh, okay.
Oh
All right.
no.
He's leading his way. His
So his motivation is finding his parents. What's his background?
background and
Like I know it says he came from the forest, but what did he do in the forest?
it's just hunting.
Haunting people?
No.
Oh, hunting.
Hunting. Yeah.
Okay. So why is he what happened to his parents? Do you know?
Just he one day realized that he's not a wolf. He's a human. So he wants to
Oh.
find his birth parents. So he left
Oh.
forest.
Oh.
Is it
Very
like
cool.
Jane and Tarzan? It's like Tarzan.
Oh, I used to love Tarzan. You should read those books. They're really good.
Okay.
They're totally not like Disney. They're pretty awesome. Thank you. Good job. Good job, Betty. Thank you. All right, Ivy. Wow. He looks like he's in an electric chair.
Electric chair. No, it's glowing.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, like, no people glow in an electric chair. It's okay. Go on.
Yeah, it's glowing.
I love it.
I just named him. He used to name EJKLJ because it is a word of elf. So we can't understand that because we're human. And he changed his name to East Fancy. So let's see his story. Okay.
Oh.
Because in the world of elf, a trendy look of human is forbidden. So he wants to find what is his deepest desire in his heart. So he start his journey to the world of human. And during the journey, he met guitar and a gospeler. And he followed the gospeler to the church and start to read Bible and sing some hymn. And these kind of activities accidentally activate the mysterious magic power, which haven't been inherited for thousands of years. So he got a mysterious power, through the journey. However, this kind of ability makes him encountered more than he thought, and that the challenge later on.
What is the mysterious power do?
And when he sing or read the words of Bible, the light ball will attack the enemy.
Oh, so he's a cleric. See in D&D, that's awesome. See in D&D, we don't use like earth religions. We use like like Nordic religions and Eastern religions and other religions like that. So you might pray to like Thor or Zeus or something like that because it's supposed to be fantasy, and we don't want to upset people in the game. Like let's say you go to a game and you're like, "Hi, I have a gospel power character," and they're like, "Ew, I'm an atheist. I don't want to play with you." So they do that just to make everything equal. But you know what? I have to say, I really love the detail. You put a lot of detail in this character in very little words. Does that make sense? And you did a really, really, really amazing job. So I commend you, because the fact that you can put so much detail into such a small amount of time, like I kind of know this character. And the reason why we do this, it's not for me to be a pain in your butt. We do this because it helps guide what your character does. Like you would say, why would Dr. Jane go to Pittsburgh? Because it's part of her motivation, you know? Why would I do whatever I do? It's part of my motivation. And a lot of that motivation comes from where I come from. Does that make sense? Like if you guys were born in another country, you'd have a different motivation now. Your motivation in another country could be find food for my family, or it could be try to get high on the social scale to bring prestige to my family. Does that make sense? It's a lot of times we don't have control of it, but that's what drives our character when we play. So great job. It's a fantastic character. Next. Uh-oh. What's going on here? What she calls this? You know what she calls this, Jane? She calls this is the wedding night. She expects gold, apples, and she's going to wear that outfit. Right?
No.
Listen,
with the hairstyle.
You started this. If you just said, "Hey, I'm just sitting here playing D&D," I wouldn't have bothered you. But when you said you're getting married tomorrow, it gave me the door of jokes opened. Go on. I'm sorry. Tell us about your character.
Okay. Her name is Dracon. She's a very happy person, and she's a halfling, and she's a female. She only hides 5 apples hide. That's why I draw apples.
That's so tiny.
Yep.
That's not a halfling. 5 apples is like a leprechaun.
And she's a fighter, and normally she only use her own fist to fight. And she her village actually burned down from a fire, and now she's traveling to find a place to build new home. And during her travels, she's looking for gold, because when she needs gold to build a new home, and gradually she become a gold digger.
I'm not saying she's a gold digger, but come on, music people, that's a joke.
Yes,
No,
that's a joke.
I'm not saying she's a gold digger. I'm sorry, go on.
Okay. Yeah, and she's traveling, she's happy, and she has a goal to build a new home and also finding a place. That's her background.
Did you ever wonder who burnt down the village?
We will find out.
I just have one quick question. Is your husband aware that you drew a woman who's 5 apples tall, looking for gold and a new place to live?
No.
Okay, all right, I won't say anything. All right, guys, nobody in this class will reveal Leslie Wang's secret. All right. Very good, very good. When you said 5 apples tall, it reminded me of this dog in this neighborhood who tries to attack my dogs, and his name is Ankle Biter. We gave him the name Ankle Biter because it's like, what's this dog going to do? Bite your ankle? You know what I'm saying? But he's like super mean. So one day my dog grabbed him with his teeth and just knocked him right in the ground, like curb stomp. And and then he keeps coming back, and it's like, didn't I beat your butt enough? So you have to break people's ankles pretty hard. But I love it. Anybody else? Okay, I'm going to explain my character. I'm the dungeon master. So my job is, I'm kind of like a cross between a story. Something's wrong with Lily. I'm a cross between a storyteller and a referee. Does that make sense? So I'm going to tell you guys what the party sees, and you tell me what you guys do to react. But it all goes on in your mind. This is where it's played. It's not played in a video game. It's played in the ultimate computer, your brain. Okay? Does that make sense? I try to make him look like the Shaw Brothers bad guy, Pai Mei. You ever see Kill Bill?
Yes.
He based that off the Shaw Brothers movies. That whole movie is stolen from the Shaw Brothers. So you should look at that. So get your brain ready. Next. Uh-oh, this is going to be the best one. Best one. The best one!
Not really.
Tell us about your character.
So here I have Aurora. She's a wild mage, and she grew up in a loving family. Her mom is a wild mage, and she taught her to use her powers, but sometimes incorrectly because, wild mages. And she feels, bad about it, and she wants to be the wildest mage out there to help friends. And so her motivation for life is to master her wild mage powers. And she is optimistic, and she likes nature.
Awesome. So let's give everybody, that's everybody, right?
Yeah.
Let's give everybody a huge round of applause, including yourself. You guys did terrific. Terrific. And Leslie, just a suggestion. If you guys decide to have kids, don't give birth to a wild mage. They're very hard to raise, and they can burn your whole house down. A wild mage probably burned your character's house down. All right, let's keep going.
All right.
Engage, number one. All right. No, next slide.
Your next, yeah. Okay, hold on. Your next slide.
Although this is a very beautiful class. Taiwanese people are so beautiful. When I have an American class, it's so ugly.
I don't know why
Stop.
it's doing that.
Go back.
This one.
All right. Okay. So imagine you have imagine you had a scale from 1 to 20. No, 1 to 18, let's say. But you really don't want to go below 8. So we'll say 8 to 18. Because below 8, it's like a dog. And then below 3, it's like a mouse or someone with mental problems. And strength-wise, you don't really want to go below 8 because then you're like a frail old person who can't even lift his suit, And if you have intelligence, my DM tried to give me an intelligence of 3, and my friend was like, no, you cannot have an intelligence of 3, or else you can't even feed yourself. So I want you to think about your character and think about what they're good at, what they're great at, and what they're bad at. And go from 8 to 18 and write it down on your character. So, if they're real strong, put a, 16, 17, or 18. If they're really stupid, put an 8, 9, or 10. If they're really wise, put a, 16, 17, or 18. Dexterity means how well you can do things, like if you're acrobatic, or you want to pick a lock, or you want to throw a ball. That's dexterity. Constitution is how tough you are. So let's say, people are sick with a disease and you're in the room, are you going to get the disease? It's how physically tough you are, your fortitude. And charisma is hey. No, it's your internal magnetism. It's are people drawn to you? Can you influence them? Because if you have a low charisma and you're hello, they're get lost, loser. But if you have a high charisma, it'll be oh, heaven must be missing an angel because you're here. Charisma. Can you guys see my eyebrows?
Yes.
Okay, all right. That's charisma. No, I'm kidding. All right, so do that
All right,
now.
From 8 to 18, right?
8 to 18. And I'll just have you be honest. This is a simplified version of it. Usually people roll, but rolls can be disastrous. Although it is fun to play somebody like with an intelligence of 8, because then you can do really stupid stuff that they shouldn't do, and that can be funny too. You know what I'm saying? So just because it's low doesn't mean it's bad. It could be funny. Maybe it's funny for you. You're darn right it's funny for me. I hope somebody brought her dice with her for today. Somebody named Jane and Leslie. Do you have your nerdy dice from Barnes & Noble? I'm talking to you, Jane.
Yeah, I do have my dice. I just need to look for.
Well,
do you need it?
I don't need it, but you can get to use it soon.
Okay.
And I can't believe you, Leslie. Just because you're getting married doesn't mean you forget your dice to the wedding.
I'm
Jeez.
downloading the app now.
You don't need no. There's an online dice roller, but I'm still shaming you.
I'm sorry.
Shame. You know what you guys should do on your honeymoon? Play Dungeons and Dragons. That'll add to the romance. Because nothing adds to the romance like role playing. All right, let me know when you guys are done. And we'll go to the Jamie screen. Because Dr. Jan hates character creation. She just wants to go and play. But if I just gave you a character, then it wouldn't be fun. You'd be like, I'm not having fun. I'm playing your character, not my weirdo character.
Okay, I'm done with mine.
Everybody else?
Yeah.
Everybody done? All right, let's see it on the screen. Pull it up on the main screen.
Okay, let me pull it up.
Hurry, we got to wake Lily up.
I have a strength of 10, intelligence 16, wisdom 15, dexterity 10, constitution 12, and charisma 18.
Wow. It sounds like you in real life. That actually sounds like you.
Thank you.
Although you're much stronger than a 10. I've arm wrestled you before.
All right. So
I have infinite power. Hey. Leslie
has infinite.
F-. The wedding is officially canceled. Man, maybe she's getting yelled at. Next.
Yeah.
We'll come back to her.
20.
What?
40.
Ivy, what are you doing?
What?
Ivy, you're out of control.
8 to 18.
Yeah, 8 to 18.
Yeah, why does it say 40, 65, 50,
I'm
35,
still
and 50?
considering. I think he have mysterious power, but I think it's kind of magic but not strength. So I'm still
And out in the DM, and I strip you of that mysterious power and make you back to 8 to 18. By the way, Leslie, we went to your character. Terrible.
Isn't that okay? So maybe the
No,
strength
too powerful. Too
too
powerful.
powerful. 8
Between
to
8.
Oh,
8
8
and
to 18. Oh, I see. I
Yes.
think. Oh, I thought it's 80. Oh, I'm sorry.
Shameful. I'm calling your parents.
Okay.
Give me
so
their number.
I have to.
And I'm going to be like, hello, I'm Dan Siegel from America. And they'll be like, who? I'm going to be like, your daughter doesn't follow directions. Oh my gosh, look at this guy. 58 strength. Alan, you get an A+ for following directions. So does Jane, even though she's a teacher.
Charisma 5.
Wow.
And that's so true. Nobody
Yeah, because it's undead, so everyone not like you.
I like that. I'll go with that. Good job. Good job. That's nice. All right, let's go back to Leslie before she gets an F minus. Oh, okay. Let's see, Lillian. What? Oh my gosh, Lillian, way to stack your character.
I don't think it looks very intelligent and wise.
Lillian, I don't know if you know this, but there are people that have low stats, like even though there's some people that you think are awesome, even Taylor Swift has some lower stats. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe she's not very wise with all the boyfriends she dates,
So wisdom.
Wisdom's a little lower, or just saying that could use a little tweaking. It's a little beefy over there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go back to Leslie so we can make fun of her some more. It's not fun to make fun of you when you're in another room. Just letting you know that you're denying us pleasure.
It shows. Oh, yeah.
Where's your numbers?
It's on the memo.
The memo's in her armpit.
I know. I don't know how to drag to.
There you go.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
How's
Her
that?
strength is only 10.
What?
She's tiny.
She needs more.
Oh yeah. She's
Yeah, but
tiny.
she's fast. She's wily. But if she's a warrior, she might need some more strength. But here's the thing: if I were her, I'd get a bow because, like, with a dexterity of 17, she could shoot somebody right in a tender area. You know what I'm saying? Good job, everybody. I know that's hard. So don't feel bad. All right, let's keep going because Jane hates character creation. She hates it. It fills her with rage. All right, next slide. All right, that's not the next slide. Okay, everybody go to this website. It's the wizardsofthecoast.com, or you can just type in online roller, because I'm going to ask you to roll something and you're going to roll it. So like if I say roll a D100, you click roll next to the D100 and the number comes up. Or if I ask you to roll a D20, you click D20 and the number comes up. Now, why am I doing this? What's the point of it? The reason I do it is because how do we know if you're successful or not? Well, we want to keep it random, because if we don't keep it random and people just like say, okay, you pass it, we'll flip a coin. Okay, you don't pass it. You want to get better so that you make those rolls so that you can have a more powerful character. That's the reason. And it's more fun. You know what I'm saying? It'll make sense in a second. Everybody got that website, the online dice roller? All right, next.
Okay.
Next. Now, if anybody has dice, Leslie, that they want to use, they can. Dr. Jane, who bought the dice in America. All right. So we're going to start our adventure, and you're going to be your character, and you're going to call yourself by your character, and you're going to call each other by their character name. So you may not have to look at the book, but I'm going to ask you a question. Who haven't I picked on enough? Somebody tell me if I haven't picked on you enough. Volunteer. Volunteer. All right, Betty. You there? I haven't picked on you enough. Okay. So, Betty, why do you think people in Dungeons and Dragons form a party, like form a group of people?
Can you repeat again?
Why do you think that players work together and form a party when they play Dungeons and Dragons as opposed to just playing one person?
Because it's more fun.
Yes, it's more fun. But what's the practical reason?
I need time to think about it.
Okay. Who else I want to bother? Ivy, I haven't bothered you in a while. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
I wasn't sure if that was you or some kind of like looped video of you and you were in the bathroom.
No, I'm not.
Okay. So why do you think people group up as a team in Dungeons and Dragons?
Because it makes more stories.
It does. Any other reason?
Because all of the characters have different abilities.
Exactly. You have one person who's a fighter, you have one person who's magic, you have one person who can do this. They can all complement each other. And so they can stay alive. You know, I mean, in Dungeons and Dragons, a bug could kill you if you're not careful. A bug. Like crawl, crawl, crawl. So you got to be tough. Good answer. All right, let's play. So now we're going to play. Welcome, welcome, players. I'm the Dungeon Master, and what my job is to tell you what you're going to see and to kind of like referee like what kind of score you need to do pretty much anything you want to do. Like, let's say you want to rob somebody, or you want to grow a plant and help it grow, or you want to play a song, trying to make money in the tavern. I'll tell you if you're on, or if you roll badly, I'll be like, oh, they hate that song. You know what I'm saying? It's only black metal. It's only Taiwanese black metal here. No Taylor Swift. Does that make sense? Or you can play the song that they all love, you know, like the national song, and they're like, oh, gold, gold. You know what I mean? All right. So at night, the place that people congregate in Dungeons and Dragons is a tavern, like a bar. And you hear rumors because, you know, you guys you need money to live. You got to fix your weapons. You got to get food. You got to do this kind of stuff. So you do odd jobs for people. And depending on what your beliefs are, like we call it alignment. If you're good, you try to do good jobs. If you're bad, you do evil jobs. You know, like a good guy would be like, we need you to save the king. And the bad guy would be like, kill the king. Or more like, the king needs to go away forever. You know what I'm saying? So you're in a town, you're in a tavern, you enter the tavern, and there's a bartender, and the bartender greets you and welcomes you. And now I need everybody to roll a D100 and tell me what your score, type your scores in the chat box.
$54.
All right. Type it in the chat box. Is that your name?
By the
Oh my
way,
God. I could do,
the
if you put it
link
up there, I'll do it.
didn't work, so I found another role.
Okay.
But I still can't
I found
get it
another D&D dice.
There's a lot of them. Okay.
Are
Yeah,
you
if you
able
click
to
on where
roll
it
the
says-
dice?
Yeah, if you click on where it says D6, I got a 58. If you click on where it says D6, it should. Do you want me to show my screen so they can see it?
Okay. Hold on. I can share mine.
Okay, share yours.
Okay. So this is what I rolled, the D100. If you click on this, you get to pick like the D6, and then if you roll it, you get your points here, like 5. So Dr. Siegel says D100, and we roll it, and this time I got a 78.
Ooh.
So yeah, go to this website and you could roll your dice. And then type in your, how come everybody's like, oh, has a larger number than I do?
Oh no, a large number is bad now.
Oh, really?
Don't feel bad. Yeah. Who got the highest number? Leslie? Oh, of course it's Leslie. All right, let's go back to the PowerPoint, to the slides. Get ready, Leslie. You're up. Unmute your microphone.
Okay.
Because something's about to happen to you. That's
I'm
horrible. Okay, go to the next slide.
There's a next slide.
Yeah.
No, that's the last slide.
Oh gosh. I'll have to pull it out. Because I'll just describe it. So you're in the bar, and this dwarf, you know, like from Lord of the Rings kind of dwarf with a big beard. He has foam, beer foam, all over his face, and he's clearly drunk. And he has like weird food in his beard. And he has like, and he comes up to you, and he says that you're the even though you're shorter than he is, because you're only 5 apples high. He's like, oh, finally, I met a woman who's smaller than me. Oh, happy days. And then he tries to pick you up and turn you over to see if you have any gold. But he's not like mugging you. He's just curious about you. What do you do?
No, sir, I don't have any gold. I'm looking for gold now. Do you have some?
If I had gold, you wouldn't be buying me drinks.
I'm poor too. Let's drink together. Yay.
What about one of your friends? Maybe they'll pay for our beer.
Question. Am I alone or with the party already?
You're all together, and you all know each other, and you're all weirdos. So you're like, hey, we're weird. You're weird too. Come join us.
Okay. I came along. I just met them. I'm not sure if they are rich or if they have gold.
Whoa,
maybe you can ask them.
I know the face. The face would I don't know. Could you
I'm poor.
turn anything into gold?
Oh, I'm poor. I have nothing. I just have myself and my life. So you can use my life to do anything. Or my body. Just depend
Hey,
on you.
listen, buddy. I don't go that way. I just want some beer. I mean, if you're gonna give me a lot of gold, I'll go that way. But otherwise, no. It depends on how many beers. I mean, you know, when I'm 7 or 8 in, it's another story.
Okay, I
No.
think I have no money because I'm just take my ailments. So I have no humans, tools, and anything.
Listen, I don't want your whole life story. I just want a freaking beer. And then now there's a lot of people in the bar right now and talking, and some of them may know of or can help you with work, and the bartender also may know of work as well. Now it is nighttime, but that doesn't mean that there isn't things that need to be done. You know, there isn't people that need help. So what do you do?
What do you mean that there's work to be done?
Well, a lot of times when people a lot of times if you go to a bar and you're drinking and you're talking to a guy, they might tell you what their problems are, or the problems of the town, and then you could say, hey, I know how to do that. I can fix that. If you give me some money, I'll do it for you. You know, like my friend, I have a friend who goes to bars all the time and gets jobs. It's crazy. I don't even know how he does it. And some of them pay pretty good. But a lot of times it's like guys who, let's say, own a concrete company, and he says to them, I need help with concrete. You do concrete? And he's like, yeah. You know, he doesn't do concrete. He just wants money. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So if you talk with some of the people, especially if you have a high charisma, you can convince them to trust you.
Just to buy beer?
No. I'm not talking about Drunky. Even though Drunky might know, Drunky the dwarf might have information too about a job, but the bartender might, and some of the patrons might. You see like a patron wearing like a black cloak and sitting by himself and like muttering. And then you see like two townspeople talking about something. And then you see another townsperson talking to another townsperson about something else, you know.
Well, I'll try the two townspeople talking.
Okay.
And
They look up at they look up at you and they're like,
hey,
need something, stranger?
Yeah, we're new in town and we just like to hang out, you know. And
Well, you picked the right place.
and get a beer for everybody here and have fun.
Do you have gold?
Do you have gold? No, I don't have gold, but
all right, I'll give you some gold. I'll give you some gold because you had a successful adventure previously.
Yay, so happy. Thank you.
You slayed an evil professor. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. An evil wizard.
Uh-huh. I did? No.
No, I'm saying this is background to the party. So you gave it, and they go, okay. And like, oh wow, thanks for the beer. What's your name, stranger?
My name is Aurora. And this is the face. Do I need to introduce everyone?
Yes.
This is the face. This is Dracon. And Ease Fancy. Bob. Am I leaving out anyone? And also Wolfgang.
And he's like, what a bunch of weirdos. No, I'm just kidding. He goes, wow, welcome to the town. Thanks for the beer. Why don't you pull up a table and we can and sing us a song, bard? And they're looking at one of you bards, especially the one with the guitar on her back.
Yeah. Okay. Then I can play a song to you.
Come on, let's hear your song.
Yeah, sure. Then I'll play guitar. Yeah.
Do it.
Okay.
Go on. Do a little. Give us a taste.
Dun dun dun. Okay. I play a song that is kind of country song.
Okay.
With the beer, and I think it's suitable. So.
All right.
I think that we have a nice chat in the bar, and also thanks for your wishes for our journey.
Are you a good singer in real life?
Yeah.
So sing a song. Make believe you're there. Sing a little bit. I'm totally putting you on the spot.
Okay. Which song should I sing? I don't know. Country road, take me home. I belong. Na, 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 na.
West Virginia.
Country
Mama.
take me home. Country road.
Yay. Wow. They cry and they are moved by your John Denver.
Yeah.
They even light some pipe weed in honor of John Denver and pour some beer out for their homie. So they're like, oh, that was so beautiful. We'll buy you around. So they buy you around.
Yeah.
So they're like, Why are you in our town? Our town is so cursed.
Because of my friends. I used to have a journey in the world of human, and now I want to step on another land to explore my world.
What world is that?
I don't know, a world of adventure.
He offers you he offers you his pipe and he offers you some beer and he goes, "This'll take you to another world."
Oh, I think it's enough for me. A cup of beer is enough for me.
Wow. Lightweights. And they're like, yeah.
Yeah,
So he said, "Oh, you should have."
maybe the face can get that.
He said, "You should have gone to another town. This town is so cursed. You know, we have this orc problem. You know what an orc is?
Mm-hmm. A orc, a green, like the
They can
Shrek.
be green. They're the worst. They're like a talking donkey behind. Imagine if a donkey's behind can talk to you. It'd be an orc. And that's a donkey that can kick really hard.
That's really weird.
The orcs stole the the king's daughter.
Oh,
And ever since they stole her, it's been terrible. Because the king just keeps giving more and more money and keeps raising taxes because the orc leader is like, sure, I'll give you your daughter back. And then it's like, no, more gold for me. And who knows what those orcs are doing to her?
So what I would suggest, since someone amongst us is a gold digger.
Hey, you're not saying she's a gold digger.
No. All right. So, Dracon, wouldn't it be nice if we, go visit the orcs and steal the money, the gold from them, and perhaps save the daughter of the king?
Yes, I think we should go.
Yes.
Save the daughter of the king and steal some gold.
Yes. So are you guys with us?
Yes.
yeah, sure.
I can help for stealing the gold.
And
I can just watch
I
and
can
play
hide in
music to
the
you.
shadow.
and the town folks say, hell no, we're not gonna go fight orcs. Orcs are scary. And we're
Why not?
cowards.
Maybe we can just sneak the daughter. We don't need to fight the orcs.
I went to the Townsfolk University of Cowardice and graduated magna cum laude in cowardice. Like as soon as I see something coming in, I run away. And I come from a long line of cowards. When the great dragon came, my great grandfather ran away. When the thunderous hordes came, my great grandpa ran away.
Well, don't worry. We have Wolfgang. He's very powerful and he could protect us, right? Right, Wolfgang?
Yeah, and would you rather be a coward like the rest of like your ancestor, or you want to be brave just for one time?
Listen, if I did something brave, oh, good role playing. He goes, I don't know. If I did something brave, it might shame my ancestors. And then they might say you could have died and not had more children who would have looked up to you as a coward.
But if you die, like you will have a great example for your child. Like you have to fight for what you want to have.
But I don't care about the princess. What do I care? She's rich. I'm
Yeah,
poor.
but you care about your job and your gold.
But it's not my gold. It's the king's gold. Do you know what I had for dinner tonight? Dirt soup.
But you know what King will do if he got his daughter back?
Be
You
happy?
Yeah. If you got your daughter back, you won't be happy, or you got your child back, you won't be happy. You won't?
Yeah, but okay. I have 8 kids. And one of my kids, who I didn't really like that much, got dragged off on a mountain by coyotes. And now he's coyote poop. And that's not my problem. I mean, what was I supposed to do? I ran away because I don't want to fight coyotes. I'm a townsperson. We have a tradition of being cowards.
Well, you're lucky. We are a brave group.
Wow. I mean, here's the thing. If you find some gold, I'll take some of it because, I could use it to find another kid and maybe hunt down those coyotes. If you see coyotes, by the way, I want you to kill them because they made me look stupid to my wife. Like every time I get into a fight with my wife, even if I'm right, she says to me, remember those coyotes that ate our 3rd kid? And I was like, yeah. And you're like, you didn't do anything. You had a pitchfork and you ran away and you dropped your pitchfork. And I'm like, yes, I remember. And she's like, aren't you stupid? So if you get the coyotes, cut off their heads and their hides and let me bring them to my wife, because then I'll lie and say I killed them. And if you want a little extra from the gold you gave me, you can say, oh, we were there. He did it by himself. He was so brave.
So what's in it for us?
The pleasure of doing a good deed and a bowl full of dirt soup. I'd say it's delicious, but it's horrible.
All right. I don't know.
This is the point in the game when me and Jane just start laughing for no reason.
Yeah.
We can't help it. We've known each other forever. I knew her since before a kid was born. That's a long time. Her kid's like 40 now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what do? Come on. You're going to
Come
sit
on.
there and stare at things? What do? Leslie? Now, here's the thing. There's more rumors that you can explore. You don't just have to try to save the princess. There's other things going on. Like there's a guy who's kind of beckoning towards you, but not super obvious. Like,
I still wanna steal the gold.
well, you never know. You can steal his gold.
We can try. I'm tiny. I can sneak to steal gold.
If you had a strength of 18, you can like pick somebody up, even though you're tiny, and throw them like Ant-Man. That'd be pretty awesome. All right, so what do? Do you want to listen to more rumors? Do you want to save the princess and steal the gold? Do you want to hunt down coyotes and make this guy look good to his wife?
Maybe more rumors.
Okay, you can keep going. Do you want to go to the guy who's going, or do you want to go to somebody else?
Maybe somebody else.
Do you want to do anything? Or you want to do the opposite of anything? I think I'll do the opposite of anything. Listen, Dan, I'm training to be a wife, which means, do you guys know the word contrarian?
No, not really. Contrarian, meaning the opposite.
No, it's someone who is actively the opposite.
Actively the opposite, yeah.
Like they actively do the opposite because they're a contrarian. I'm not a contrarian. Yes, you are.
Well, I think I think finding a coyote and making this guy happy would be easier than to go fight the orcs and steal their gold, right?
Even though you just get experience for it. Like there's probably not a lot of gold in hunting coyotes.
Oh yeah. So
but you do a good deed because this guy's upset about it and his whole life is eating dirt soup.
So I think it would be nice to do a good deed before Leslie's getting married.
Oh, good karma. Is that good karma? Is that a thing? Karma?
Yeah, yeah.
Now there's more rumors to listen to. It's up to you.
I don't know. It's 10, 12 already.
Oh my gosh. Listen, if you guys want to meet for the next class and we play at the next class, let me know. Or you want to set up a time we can play again, let me know. I'll play again. It doesn't have to be official.
Uh-huh.
We could do it next Friday.
Yeah.
I hope we can do next Friday.
Yeah, let's do it next Friday. Let's continue the journey next Friday.
Okay. I don't want to keep you up too late because
Yeah.
you know, I know you had a wild night of partying, Jane.
Mhm.
Jane.
No,
So-
no, Leslie. I'm worried about Leslie because she's getting married tomorrow.
I'm worried about
We're
Leslie.
keeping her here.
Hey, Leslie. Leslie.
Yes.
Congratulations. And being married is if you're married to the right person, being married is wonderful. Just keep giving them video games.
Thank you. Yes, I'm feeding him video games.
That's a
Give them
joke.
video games. So I just want to tell you, you guys are great. And Jane, set up something for next Friday because
Yeah.
that's an in-between week, and we'll play. We'll just start and play. We'll start playing. Okay.
Hopefully we have the same group of people so that we don't need to create the character again.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. We should because next week's not a normal week.
Okay.
Remember, I'm every other week.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
next
yeah.
week's just a volunteer week where we play.
Okay.
And anybody who wants to come can come. Anybody who doesn't want to come, I hope you had fun and thought it was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Are you coming, Alan? Alan, are you coming?
I think so because the night is my family night, and now I need to leave.
Alan, let me just tell you
Yeah.
something.
Okay.
Friends, friends, family, religion, these things are just obstacles to playing games.
Yeah, I think the break is the first things. I also think.
Obstacles. Look at Leslie. She's hardcore. She's like, weddings, forget about it. Anyway, let's all wish Leslie a happy wedding, and you're hysterical.
Yeah, happy wedding, Leslie.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you all.
I'll see you all
Thank
next
you.
week, 8 o'clock my
Next
time.
Friday.
Thank you. Thanks for
Bye.
joining. Bye.
Hey, Jan, do they have your email?
Yes. What?
Okay, so email you if you have any questions. But congratulations.
Oh,
Where are
this
you
is my
going?
email. Yeah.
Where's your exciting honeymoon, Leslie? Detroit?
We were planning to go to Greece, but with COVID, we go to south of Taiwan.
Wow. Wow. Is your husband a Taiwanese guy? I didn't see. I just saw a beard.
He's from America.
Oh no,
He's
where's he
American.
from in America?
Chicago.
Oh wow. He crawled out of the pit of Chicago. That's what people say here. The pit.
A pit.
The pit.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank
See you next
you.
week, everybody.
Bye.
All right.
I'm going to stop recording.